Welcome to our show, U.S. Briefing. Today, we dive into some significant developments. First up, the Trump administration has turned down a reconstruction plan for Gaza put forward by Arab leaders. Instead, they are promoting their own vision, which has raised eyebrows and concerns about the future of Palestinian residents in the region. Meanwhile, Baidu is making waves by planning to issue yuan-denominated bonds to tackle a looming $600 million debt, showcasing its resilience in the tech landscape despite recent revenue dips. Lastly, we say farewell to Yuki Nagasato, the trailblazing Japanese footballer, who has announced her retirement after an illustrious 23-year career, leaving behind a legacy of achievements and inspiration. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. CNN reports that the Trump administration has dismissed a reconstruction plan for Gaza proposed by Arab leaders, which aims to rebuild the war-torn area while allowing its Palestinian residents to remain. Instead, President Trump is advocating for a vision that involves expelling residents and transforming Gaza into a U.S.-owned Riviera. National Security Council spokesman Brian Hughes emphasized that the current proposal fails to address the dire living conditions in Gaza, which is littered with debris and unexploded ordnance. The Arab nation's $53 billion plan, endorsed by Egypt, includes a phased approach to rebuilding by 2030, starting with the removal of hazardous materials. Meanwhile, Israel has rejected any involvement of the Palestinian Authority in Gaza's governance, further complicating the situation as tensions rise and aid to the region is suspended. South China Morning Post shares that Baidu, the Chinese tech giant, is set to issue yuan-denominated bonds to manage its existing debt and support corporate activities, as it faces a looming $600 million obligation due soon. This marks Baidu's first bond offering since 2021, with Moody's assigning it an A3 rating due to the company's strong position in AI and online advertising. Despite a slight decline in revenue, Baidu's AI sector shows promise, although competition is heating up with rivals like DeepSeek gaining traction. Baidu's founder, Robin Li, remains optimistic about the future, anticipating significant results from their AI investments in the coming years. The company is adapting to market conditions while striving to maintain financial discipline amidst challenges. South China Morning Post also reports on the retirement of Yuki Nagasato, a trailblazer in women's football and a World Cup champion with Japan. After a remarkable 23-year career, Nagasato, who notably played for a men's team to advocate for equality in sports, announced her retirement with a sense of fulfillment, stating she has given every last drop. Throughout her career, she earned 132 caps for Japan, scoring 58 goals, and achieved notable accolades including an Olympic silver medal and a Champions League title. Nagasato's journey, which spanned multiple countries and leagues, reflects her dedication to the sport and her desire to inspire future generations of female athletes. South China Morning Post reports that President Donald Trump delivered a record-setting address to Congress, lasting over an hour and 40 minutes, making it the longest speech by a sitting U.S. president to a joint session. In this address, Trump took a jab at the African nation of Lesotho, which he claimed nobody had heard of, while defending his cuts to foreign aid. His remarks sparked laughter among Republican lawmakers, highlighting a stark contrast to the serious issues Lesotho faces, including a high rate of HIV/AIDS. Amidst the speech, Democrats staged a protest by wearing pink clothing, a symbolic gesture against Trump's policies, while tensions flared in the chamber as some lawmakers shouted during the address. The Associated Press covers Elon Musk's legal battle against OpenAI, where a federal judge denied Musk's request to block the organization's conversion to a for-profit entity. Musk, who claims that OpenAI betrayed its original nonprofit mission, has been embroiled in a legal dispute since last year, alleging breach of contract and stifling competition. The judge expressed skepticism about Musk's claims of irreparable harm, questioning why he invested a substantial amount without a written contract. Musk's legal team is now preparing for a trial that could potentially clarify the terms of Musk's contributions and the future direction of OpenAI. In another significant announcement, the Associated Press reports that Trump revealed the capture of Muhammad Sharifullah, a suspect in the suicide bombing at Kabul airport that resulted in the deaths of 13 American service members during the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. Trump expressed satisfaction with the apprehension, asserting that Sharifullah would face justice in the United States. The arrest, which followed increased intelligence coordination and pressure on regional partners, aims to hold accountable those responsible for the tragic attack, which also claimed the lives of many Afghans and sparked criticism of the Biden administration's handling of the withdrawal. New York Times President Trump's address to Congress marked a bold declaration of his administration's achievements and ambitions, emphasizing a swift resurgence of American pride and the unstoppable American dream. He proclaimed that the first 43 days of his presidency had outpaced the accomplishments of many previous administrations, citing a mandate from the recent election that saw victories in all 7 swing states. The atmosphere was charged, with chants of USA, 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 echoing in the chamber as Trump outlined his vision for a historic comeback. He characterized the current moment as a pivotal turning point for America, filled with momentum and confidence, while also highlighting the importance of unity in achieving national goals. CNN in a speech that served as both a celebration of his early successes and a defense of his controversial policies, President Trump faced a divided Congress with a mix of bravado and scripted rhetoric. His address was marked by interruptions from Democratic representatives and a palpable tension as he aimed to justify his rapid-fire executive actions, particularly on tariffs and foreign affairs, which have drawn skepticism from both sides of the aisle. Trump spotlighted figures like Elon Musk to underscore his administration's commitment to efficiency, while simultaneously blaming former President Biden for the economic challenges he claims to have inherited. The speech was a high-stakes moment, as Trump sought to rally support amidst a backdrop of market turmoil and growing concerns about the implications of his policies, particularly regarding tariffs that could impact everyday Americans. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question in your mind? We'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. Got a question in your mind? We'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too.